Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Donnie coming back to you again live from Japan. Another week has passed. First, I'd like to start off again by saying thanks to the guys that participated in the competition last week. You guys, stuff has been mailed out. Sorry about the lateness on that, but I had a lot going on. This week, I'll be giving out 3 copies of the newest edition of Drift Tengoku. And as I said online, it has the recent All At Low event in it. Drift Tengoku, as everybody knows, is one of the biggest drift magazines in Japan. Covers all of Japan drift scene. So it's pretty cool stuff in there. Got some pretty good questions over the weekend. First question I got was from Manny Tudor. He's from Constantina, Romania. And his question was, how many drift cars remain in Japan? The reason I asked this question is because of a lot of cars being imported recently. As the 25-year law comes into play, everybody knows about the Skyline, but there's a lot of other cars that guys want that are hitting the 25-year mark. With all the cars going out of Japan, and then cars getting in accidents, racing or wherever, the car amount is going to decrease. But in the near future, I don't see anything being disrupted. There are always going to be cars that are kept in garages that are not driven. So the population of cars in Japan, I don't really think that's going to be I don't think people are going to notice it. Only thing that's going to happen is a lot of the older rare cars are going to start costing more money, as you can see already. So as the cars get little in numbers, you can see the price going up. But overall, like you got the new Hachiroku and all other new cars coming out, they're going to replace the older cars. So there'll never be a shortage of cars in Japan, or just be a shortage of the older cars that everybody want. Me personally, I prefer older cars over new cars. I just think new cars don't have soul, and some people would disagree with that, but I think older cars are better personally, and a lot of other people out there would agree with me. So I hope that answered your question. If not, just hit me up again, and I'll answer your questions more. Michael Miranda from Cambridge, Massachusetts. He asks, how did the Pink Ranger become? Pink Ranger become? Actually, a funny story was back when I first got here, I had all black on, and Phil named me the Black Ranger, and that didn't really stick. Pink Ranger kind of became some of the American buddies I had here. Noticed I had all pink on, pink helmet, pink gloves, and things like that, and they just started calling me the Pink Ranger. I don't like all pink, but I just like pink accents, and my trend has become black and pink. As you can see, I got a black coat on, a pink shirt. It kind of stuck. Everybody knows Pink Ranger from the Power Rangers, but it just kind of stuck, and I kind of stayed with it, and I just ran with it, and everybody was cool with it. So that's pretty much how the Pink Ranger became. So it became like a funny thing, but I kind of got fascinated over pink, and so anytime I see little pink tools or pink trinkets, I'll pick them up here and there. So that's pretty much how the Pink Ranger became. Hope that answered your question. Alright, last question of the day. Ryan Graham of Adelaide, South Australia asked, what are the drift spots in Japan? How would you go about setting up a drift day or drift school? Kind of unsure about how to do that. Just let me know. I'll give you 2 off the back that I kind of deal with. One is Power Vehicles. It's going to be down there at Bisu Circuit. Once you get with them and email them what you want to do, your itinerary, things like that, they'll try to work with you. Pretty much the way the schools work is they'll provide a car for you. Team owners will provide lessons for you, and after that you'll get the drift off your day, tires and gas and stuff like that will be provided. You have to get with them for the details, but I will say that definitely check on D1GP's website and look for the major dates for the major events, because probably 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks before that date, and probably 2 weeks after that date, everybody at BC will be pretty busy getting ready for that next event. So definitely check out the website, and also check out powervehicles.com. I'll put the links in there and everything, and just email them and tell them what you want to do, and I'll try to help you out the best they can. And that's, like I said, that's Fukushima. That's kind of like the middle of Japan. If you want to go like to the lower half, Osaka area, get with Quick Styles, and I'll put the link also in here for the Quick Styles. And what you want to do is get with Matt, and Matt will try to set you up with the guys down there, and they'll get you in the south part, drift school, drift days, things like that. So there's a lot available in Japan. The thing is just your timing, and that's the hardest thing with everybody who wants to come to Japan, is setting up your schedule with what's going on over here. And even with the D1GP website, things do change. Sorry about that. Even with the D1 GP website, dates do change, 2-3 weeks out, so definitely stay up to date with that. Hey, this week in particular, just spent a lot of time with the R33, getting that ready to drift in the winter, to get some winter slotting in, and also get my cars ready for the springtime. Pretty cold out here, so as you guys can see, working on top of the car, under the car. Pretty damn cold out here, but all drifters, we got to get it done. We got to slide. After I got the car done, went ahead and prepped it to take it back to MSP and have it ready to drift. The other cars here laying around had to strip the R33, and as you can see, we stripped the car down, took all of the major components off of it, and got it ready for the junkyard. I know a lot of you want to be saying, "Wow, why are we throwing away a perfectly good R33 Skyline?" My buddy who had the car had changes, and things came up, and he wanted to go a different route. So I took the engine, took the drivetrain, took everything off of it, pretty much left the shell, and due to timing, I didn't get a chance to take the fenders and door and all that stuff off. I just didn't really need it because I already got spares. So we went ahead and just tossed it in the truck, as you can see. Going to Tommy's junkyard, and later on in the video, I have an excerpt of Tommy's junkyard. Some guys asked me about that. Before I got to MSP, I had to stop at 3 other places. That day was, like I say, it's pretty busy. First stop was we had to stop over to Ozawa's all-out bodywork shop, located here in Amori, Masawa. As you can see, a rather small shop, but a lot of big things come out of this shop. Some of you guys probably seen his cars around the internet. He does great bodywork. One of the best bodyworks here. I do my own bodywork, but if it's something major and I don't really have the time and the tools to do it, I'll go ahead and take my car to Ozawa, and he squares it away. He can match any paint and make any custom paint you want. So up here in Masawa, it's pretty small, not a lot of big shops, but the shops that are around, they put out pretty good work. Name wa? Name? Your name?
Ozawa.
Hi, Ozawa. Favorite drift kuruma? 7. FD San S. FD San S. Arigato. After leaving Ozawa, the next stop, I had to stop by Sakamoto's engine shop. Well, it's not an engine shop, it's a truck shop, but he does engines and things like that. And that's where I take all my engine work for, to have everything milled, inspected, and checked like that. Today I was going there to actually take my turbo, manifold and turbo there, because I had them sitting on a workbench, and it's kind of my fault. There was a small earthquake, and some things fell over and knocked my turbo and the manifold onto the ground, and both of them had burrs on it. And I mean, I could shave it down, but something like that on my competition car, I want to make sure is 100% in spec. So I took both the turbo and the manifold down there, and they milled everything. And the cool thing about this shop is it had a 24-hour turnaround. So I take engines down there and cranks and whatever else I need, and it's pretty much done in a day or two. So definitely a gem in the rough here in Masawa. After Sakamoto shop, I had to stop Coons, or Cones, as I heard it's pronounced. Stop by Coons to order some parts, order some toe straps and things like that for the competition D1 car. And this is just a look around the shop. Here, Coons, as you can see, the guy behind the counter, he's an older guy, but behind the JZX100, he slides pretty good, and his shop's pretty nice. He carries the most things I've seen in stock. So when I need to order something, I go there first and make sure it's not in stock, and then I'll order it. But he has a pretty good selection of things there, and tires, gets the Federals pretty cheap and things like that. So like I say, this is Auto Factory Coons, and this is down in Hachinohe.
Color pink.
はい、
Pinku Suki desu. Shotomate, kudasai.
This is his JZX 100. Pretty clean car. I don't have any recent video, but has some old video of him in one of his purple car. After leaving Coons, had to stop by Tommy's junkyard to pick up some paperwork. And like I said, some guys pretty much asked how the junkyards are situated here. But I show this because up here in Misawa, the way up in the north, up in the mountains, not a lot of big R32s, R33s, R34s, and all the big cars that everybody wants parts for. It's not a lot of those cars around actually. So the junkyards up here are actually full with Subarus and K cars because up here in the north, it's a lot of snow, so everybody wants all-wheel drive. I never purchased myself an all-wheel drive car. I've had some loaners that were all-wheel drive, but all my cars here have been rear-wheel drive, drift spec cars, and I've got through the 7 years I've been here in the winter. But most people want all-wheel drive. Subarus are fun, things like that. But as you can see, there's a lot of cars here in the junkyard that look like they could start up and go, which they can. Here in Japan, they have inspections every 2 years, and some people don't want to deal with that, or they're about to leave, go back to the States or go to another country, and they don't sell it, so it just goes to the junkyard. So there's a lot of parts of Subarus here. I really don't I don't really source parts too much because it's time consuming, and I'm not trying to rob anybody. And some of the parts are pretty cheap, but my time is kind of limited, so I have to put my time forward for I'm making money and things like that. So nothing personal, but I can't really source those parts like that. So only one Skyline in there actually, and I actually been pulling parts off this Skyline here and there. But the cars are stacked, making it kind of difficult to get things, and then I have to work around the owner's schedule and the snow and things like that. So cool junkyard, a lot of Subaru parts, not a lot of Nissan parts, Toyota parts, but this is how the junkyards look up north, and there's not a lot of them. So like I say, once again, that's Tommy's junkyard. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to share the video, like the video, comment on the video. Anything that you do for the video will get your name entered into this week's random drawing. And like I said, it'll be for one of these Drift Tengoku, the new February 2014 edition. And I'll give it about a week or so, and then I'll pick names. And be sure to follow the Pink Ranger page or my personal Facebook page to make sure you get notified. I'll pick 3 people. I'll give everybody a day to respond, but after that I'll pick some residual people and then give out these prizes. So like I say, thanks again, and see you guys next week.